What up, Screen Fiends? I'm GB, and you're tuned in to Headz TV, where we like to discuss all the wonderful things appearing on your movie and your TV screens. In this episode, we're going to do a community breakdown of The Kingdom. Now, I'm going to do a series of these videos leading up to the finale. They're all going to fall under predictions because not only am I going to be explaining the communities to you, but I'm going to give a tiny little bit of insight into where I can see the storyline going. Not just in the finale, but, a little bit into the next season, season 8. Okay, so whether you're a comic fan or not, you know that war is coming. It's obvious. It's plain to see. We've never done war on Walking Dead yet. We did the little battle with the governor, and we had the little battle with Terminus, but nothing that is going to be on the scale of what's to come. Okay, so there's a lot of communities involved, a lot of people involved, and I'm going to do a segment of videos breaking down each community. So this one is going to be the Kingdom. All right, so first, the Kingdom. What is their motto? What's their slogan? What do they go by there? It's you take from the well, you replenish the well, which basically means that everybody contributes. If you're going to live in that community, if you're going to live in that society, you can't just take. It's not just give me cobbler, give me food. It's give me cobbler, give me food, and I will contribute by picking up a sword and fighting for you, or whatever it is that you choose to do at that community. So their leader, of course, is King Ezekiel. He's got a different kind of leadership style to him. He's definitely more passive. He tries to avoid conflict. He doesn't want to risk anyone's lives. He doesn't want to put anyone at risk in anything that they're doing to build this community and survive. And one of the ways that he leads, that he does this, that he keeps the peace amongst his people and keeps everyone with a peaceful, passive frame of mind, is he leads with lies. Now, don't forget, Ezekiel is an actor. He's not just an actor, he's a stage actor. Not just a stage actor, he's a Shakespearean stage actor. So, he knows how to give a commanding presence, but he only knows how to do it in a Shakespearean stage actor way. And this is why you get King Ezekiel, and this is why you get the Kingdom, and the way they speak and the way that they behave in this medieval way. It's because he set this tone. This is how he got everyone to follow him and to follow his beliefs in being, a passive leader that just wants to survive and grow with as little conflict as possible. Now, you have to understand that you got to respect that, right? The guy wants to grow his community, but without, having to go to war for it. But on the flip side of things, he leads with deception and lies. So, is this a leader that you really can trust? I mean, I think you can trust Ezekiel because I only think he lies about certain things. But a liar is a liar. So, take that what you will as whether or not he's a good leader. I personally think he's a decent leader, but he is by far no means the best leader that we have on the show. Negan, to me, is a better leader than Ezekiel in some ways. But I'll get to that maybe in another video. Okay, now what value does he provide to any community, whether it be his community or the joint communities of everyone working together? He does what he has to in order to lead and maintain order. I don't think he wants to lie, and I don't think he enjoys lying it. We kind of get that from the talk he has with Carol. But, this could really be a liability because people find out that you're a liar, and now they don't trust you. Now they don't want to stand with you. Now they start questioning your beliefs, and they start questioning the way you've been governing and running the community. And that's why Ezekiel does not want them to know about the deal with the Saviors, because he doesn't want to start an uprising in his community. But if you were honest and you dealt with it head on, you wouldn't have to worry about an uprising because you would deal with it head on, and either the community would separate and you would lose some people, or everyone would come to an understanding, and that's more likely what would happen in that situation. So the kingdom itself, it's in the comics, it's located in a high school, but from the show, it looks more like a college campus. It's a bigger grounds. There's more outdoor stuff than just the indoor like it is in the comics. They have a wall made out of, looks like trucks and buses, school buses and cars that make the wall, which is actually pretty cool because at any moment, if they need vehicles, they have them there as long as they have the fuel to run them, obviously. So that's basically the basics of their security is that wall, and then they have people patrolling. So they have kingdomers on horseback patrolling the kingdom, as we see when Jesus brings Rick and them there. Those two guys run up on him or whatever. Richard and another dude. I forgot the other dude's name. All right, so now the kingdom, there's plenty of room there. It looks like there's a lot of different things to do. You see people training, you see people farming, you see people singing, you see people cooking, you see all kinds of activities going on where it feels like a small town. It feels like, a regular community without a zombie apocalypse going on. So the kingdom is by far the most impressive community on the way it functions. I mean, next to the saviors, but like I said, we'll get to the saviors of the sanctuary later. They function well also, but their people aren't happy. Whereas the kingdom functions very well, and the people, for the most part, everybody we've seen besides Richard is pretty much a happy person. I mean, maybe Diana a little bit. She seems a little grumpy. But they're a thriving community. They have indoor, outdoor access and farming, and it looks like they have agriculture and livestock, and they've got horses, so it's a good community, right? Now, there seems to be about 50-ish people, maybe 60, and they're not all fighters. So you figure that, let's say there's 60 people in the kingdom, and let's say that 30 of them, or 40 of them, let's say 30, are fighters to join the group. So that's another 30 people, and they do have some standout, I would maybe more like 40 capable fighters, but we'll stick with 30. And they have some standout people that we know of. Of course, we got Ezekiel and Shiva. Ezekiel, we don't know if he's badass or not. He appears to be badass. He has a badass look to him. I'm not spoiling nothing from the comics, but those of you who know the comics know whether or not Ezekiel is badass, or if he's just a so-so survivor, or if he's a complete pussy shitbag like Gregory. You comic fans know, and I'm pretty sure that the show will stick pretty close to the comics, but who knows? Maybe they make him even more badass than he is in the comics. And Shiva, the tiger, of course, she'll be badass. I don't think we're going to see a lot of her. This season, we'll see her in episode 8. I'm sure of it. And I'm sure we'll see Ezekiel in action also in episode 8. 16, sorry. But we won't see tons of them this season. And I don't think we'll see tons of Shiva next season either. But we'll definitely get her. And then you got Carol, who's part of the kingdom now. Her story is definitely going back to being badass Carol, but she's going to take some ideas from Morgan and Ezekiel and realize that it's not killing all the time. So you have to try first. You have to try and make things work before you just take out your gun and kill somebody. And I think she's going to fall into more of a leadership role where she'll be kind of like the queen of the kingdom. And then we have Morgan, who I think is going to go off the rails. I said this before. I'm going to do a whole video about Morgan. He's going to go off the rails and start clearing again. But I think he's only going to be clearing saviors and, of course, walkers. I don't think he's going to be clearing anybody else. And I don't think things are going to go good for him in the long run. And then you got Jerry. Hopefully we get to see Jerry use that axe. To me, even though he's the comic relief and he's a part of the lightheartedness of the kingdom, I think Jerry is going to be badass with that axe. And I can't wait. I think in the finale, we're definitely going to see Jerry wield that axe. I can't be the only one that wants to see him wield that axe. And I'm sure we have the next person, Diana, is going to get nice with the bow and arrow. Now, I don't think the kingdom is going to be in episode 16 a lot, but their presence will be felt. Most of it, I think, is going to be their march to Alexandria. But I do think at the end of the episode they will get in on the action, and this will make Negan shit bricks, because I don't even think he knows about Shiva. I don't think the Saviors have ever seen Shiva. All right, so that's it for the community. And then skills, they seem like they have good soldiers, good combat. You see them training and running and practicing archery. They carry swords. Everyone we've seen fight seems to be capable. They can scavenge, because you see they keep coming up with stuff for the Saviors. They can farm and stuff, because they have farms and they're growing crops. And I'm pretty sure that they have their own livestock too, where they're catching wild pigs. And that's what they were feeding walkers, giving to the Saviors. But I think that they have their own livestock there, and they have horses. And, these are a lot of valuable skills. I think the kingdom, out of all the communities, aside from Alexandria, the kingdom are the most valuable as a whole. And I love Ezekiel and I love Shiva, but I honestly think that Ezekiel is the biggest liability of the kingdom, especially on the show and especially right now. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you understood the kingdom a little bit better. They are going to get into the action this season, I think. Only a little bit. Next season, they're going to play a much bigger role. And we'll see how the Kingdomers react to finding out that Ezekiel lied. And who knows if they'll even find out. But that makes good for good storytelling. So I can definitely see part of next season's Kingdom story arc to be about people from the group finding out that Ezekiel's been lying. All right. That's it for this vid. I mean it this time. Got anything to say? Hit me up down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Show me some love. Help the channel grow the best you can. That way I can feel better about the content, and I can get better at the content and provide you with the best possible content that I can. All right, you guys have a great day. I'm going to have tons of more Walking Dead videos coming up. Look for them today, tomorrow, the next day, all the way up till Sunday. I'm so excited about The Walking Dead. I hope you guys are too. If you're not, maybe my videos can help you get just a little bit more excited. All right, you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.